edition of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Starting from the 5. Already, we've got a loose football. And the fumble recovery is made. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Antlers go up 6-0 here in the first.
Well, Kate, I think we could take everything we thought about this game and toss it out the window right now. Things have changed thanks to one massive play. And our first snap from scrimmage, well, it's going to come with one team at a deficit.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Antlers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Running is nice. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Out
of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Has room down the left sideline. And that is a touchdown. The Sentinels finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Sentinels tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this 3rd-year QB.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back carries here. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Into traffic, complete! He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The give here on 2nd. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the gun on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged. Up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. First down now, ball at the 33.
70 Timberwolf.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's go.
This is Knight. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they're going to have a first down now.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, But I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's another quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
At the 33-yard line.
Blown back, gets the handoff. And this is near the first down, but they need 1 more yard now to get it. Third down at the 29.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Now Knight. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
It's Knight on the carry. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ready up.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, third down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going for this from just a few yards out. They could get a touchdown or a first down here. 4th down, pass coming. And this is going to be hauled in for the touchdown. The Sentinels break the tie here in the first. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Sentinels take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14 and 37.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. On the return, here's Jones. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Still anybody's game here in the early goings. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. Welcome back for the start of the second. Our visiting offense out in possession of the ball. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Here's their first carry for LaQuint Allen. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Design quarterback run here. 7 yards on that pickup. And that gives him a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, Now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They go play action on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Connects on the crosser. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first. New set of downs for him from the 31. Man in motion here. They'll run here on first down. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9, and that puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas. And you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Another carry for him. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now. And I think you believe on that side, well, they've got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football.
And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Antlers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. Walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Sentinels headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now.
Ready, set.
And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. Play made there by Clark Phillips. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a new set of downs.
First and 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On the ground, this is Knight. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. Here to keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the well again. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He's got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
It is caught left side. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. After plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment.
Ready.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 caught.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Lions.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Looking, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has it in close. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout.
It's 4th down.
So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. This is a chip shot from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. They'll throw to begin this drive. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Takes the 2nd down snap. Flushed out now to his left. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. The Antlers now readying for the punt. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The Sentinels and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. New set of downs for them from the 31. They'll throw it here on 1st. And this one is launched downfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He'd been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake for
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Ready.
Handoff now from the gun. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On comes the Sentinels punter. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. This return's going to leave him with enough time for definitely 2, maybe even 3 plays before halftime. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. First down, play action. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. He's going to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Cut out left. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. He'll throw it. Complete out to the right. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's second down. One last play before the break.
Brings up second and 4.
One final shot before the half. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. On first down, they'll run. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. A give to Allen out of the shotgun. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. It became real easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
First down, Antlers.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Right back to Allen. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
The second down run good for 4. That brings up third down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Throw here, third down. That one's nabbed by Allen. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's a gain of 9.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Here's the handoff. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Third down from the gun. Brings it in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down, and they've got themselves a first and goal.
That's another Rio first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down. So they fire for the end zone on first down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on second and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. This offense ready to get going again now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
4 yards.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Running his night. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
He was taken down.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They'll air it out on third. Complete left side. It's just long. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That's good for a Portland first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Ready?
It's a design boot. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got Turner downfield. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. The Sentinels grab the lead on their first series of the half.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet, they just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
Now they'll try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Sentinels break that tie and now lead by 7.
Antlers 17.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. On the return, here's Jones. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Another drive coming up for this offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10, they're going to throw. He's got a man left. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. We've set it down from the 37. Throwing from the gun. Completed over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down. Here's Allen. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up second.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It'll still be just a one-score game when we resume play. They break the huddle. It's second down now. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Third and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The offense getting set to go. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here.
Come on, come on.
This is Knight. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives him the first.
First and 10 at the 33-yard
Nice to see that
line.
connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down now, ball at the 33. Throwing now off the play action. Chased out to his right. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Throwing again on second. To the right, he's got Teslam. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And, hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Get it. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch.
First down. First and 10.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Going back, it's the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The tackle made at the
This
12-yard
defense
line.
may have been headed the wrong way initially on that counter run, but they never lost contain. As that play shifted back, they flowed with it and caught him before he could break it up the sideline.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
It's a loss of 6.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Here he goes, third and long. Forced out to his right. He's going for it himself. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Sentinels go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Sentinels double their lead to 14.
Sentinels 31, Antlers 17.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. On the return, here's Jones. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now this offense getting set to work here. And this could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Offense to the line. Here we go. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Buying some time left. He intercepts the pass. And the Sentinels are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock. And the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
Let's go.
Setting him on the dive. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here's ready.
Quickly out to the right, complete. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's another.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Now here he goes on the boot. He rolls to his right. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Come on, ready.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Getting out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Escapes the defender. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. This offense making its way back out now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First down, Antlers.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Looking slant route, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Buys time, rolling right. Caught outside, beyond the marker. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First down.
Throwing it again here. Finds a seam down the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Working quickly here.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
He's going to throw it again.
First down.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pass it down close. Touchdown. The Antlers get it back to within 2 possessions.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one right down the middle. And the Antlers cut the lead down to 10. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Ready.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. It's Knight on the carry. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Portland. Sentinels looking like they'll start this season with a win. All right, here we go. Second down.
Here we go. 19 Tiger. Ready?
Now Knight fights his way through a tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Third down, and they need to get 10.
Gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Their punter making his way out now. And this angles out and hits the sideline. That's a good punt there. They're pinned at their own 8. The offense headed back to the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
This is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. They've got to keep moving quick here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. They're going play action. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
It's a gain of 6.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
3rd and 4.
To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They connect for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun by his running back, Allen. And it's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Cut out left. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Down 2 scores, no timeouts remaining. Long odds ahead of him. It's 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing off the play fake. Into the hands of Walker. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's good.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They are throwing it again. And that's a touchdown. Great catch there, and with almost no time left, well, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Antlers 31.
15 seconds left. Their only option is to get this kick back. And And the hands team brings in the onside kick. That should set them up for victory.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL.